What's going on, guys? Keaton here from TechSmart. Today we're going to be taking a look at my first impressions of the brand new iPod Nano. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what I impressionize, if you will, of the brand new iPod. So when you first pick it up in your hands, and I know the screen will keep going off, so don't worry about it. I've tried to find a setting in there, and I guess that's one limitation of having a device that doesn't really have a full optimized UI as the iPod Touch and iPhone 5 do, and all the other devices that aren't as small as this. So it feels very light in the hands, and I was talking to a couple family members of mine, and they say, dang, this is very tiny, and that's something that I do really like. So the 2.5-inch touchscreen is pretty easy to navigate. I think the icons are nice and easy to touch. They are rounded, if you can go ahead and see that there. And I guess that is a little bit easier because when you push your finger down on the iPod Nano, it forms kind of a circle shape, so it is easier to recognize and touch, if you will. So I like that. I like how the UI is quick and snappy, and I guess that's one pro about this device. Now keep in mind there's no app store here, and I can expect that as this would be more of a movies, music, and running, and they have incorporated the Nike Plus app for fitness. Of course, there's podcast, photos, radio, and it does have this antenna on here. Then we have the clock, the good old clock in which I miss. If we go into the clock faces here, this is the default one I have. And I guess one of the features that I really miss on the other one is how I could put it on my wrist and I could wear it as a watch. And that's kind of a downside, as some companies will be going out of business because their entire company was based around watches for the new iPod Nano. And so we're going to talk about some other settings. Go to settings here. Photos. Oh, nope, it's not that one. And I like how you can go ahead and go back versus hitting the home button every time. General, it's in. Wallpaper. What really stinks about this is you can't upload your own wallpapers. There's only 4 here. I'll try to get a quick shot for you. We have a solid red. We have kind of a swirly red, if you will. You can see that in the back there. I can go ahead and set that. We have a kind of graph paper design. It's very hard to see here. I'm trying to get it in focus as best as I can. We have a super swirl, I'll call it, and then we have this gray one. So the colors are definitely optimized towards your specific iPod Nano, if you will. And that can be a downside, but I can kind of understand as there's not really a camera. But I think it would be kind of cool if you could make your own and then import it onto the physical iPod Nano itself. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that, as I just have this slight idea in the back of my mind that you'll be able to go ahead and import pictures over here. And yes, you can, and then go ahead and set the photo as your wallpaper. But I'll keep you guys up to date on that. So the next thing I want to touch upon is the thinness of this device, and I really want to talk about the size, as that's one of the big buying points for me. You can just look how thin that is, and I just think it's absolutely remarkable. If I bring my iPod Touch here into play, you can see how much thinner it is. I think it's a couple millimeters thinner, but the amount of thinness in here is really remarkable, considering you can watch movies on here, videos, TV shows, whatever you want to do, and in such a small 2.5-inch screen, I just think that is absolutely remarkable. Touching on the touchscreen again, no pun intended there, it feels very snappy, as I've already said. I like these circle icons. I think it's great that Apple has circle icons and a custom UI, if you will, for this. Still revolving around iOS, but it's nice they have a custom UI for this small screen that this iPod Nano does feature. Thank you guys so much for watching this first impressions video regarding the iPod Nano. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, as it is greatly appreciated. And let me know in the comments section down below what you think of this iPod Nano, the custom UI, things like that. If you're liking it, if it's a potential buying decision for you, I'd really like to know that in the comments section. So thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.